Welcome to my trading room. This is Atcoin Day Trading Ethereum, the best Elliott wave analysis, episode number 18. So today I'm going to talk about Ethereum. My intervention should be quite brief because I think it's better to do more intervention and make them not too long than to do a couple of intervention and make them long. So it should be not too long. I'll try to make it around 15 minutes. So on Ethereum today, I did get an entry signal and I took it. And just after my entry signal, the price moved against me and my stop loss did get hit. So we're going to take a look at that. I will first talk about Ichimoku. So you see my entry point and my exit point, and once I have done that, I'll take a look at the latest Elliott wave count on Ethereum. So let's start with my screen share, as always. Now you should see my disclaimer. The link is in the description. You find the link for my disclaimer and the link for my Telegram group in the description. So the link is in the description for this website and my risk warning, so that you are aware that there are risks involved in trading. As my example, as I can demonstrate you, since today I did take a small loss since my stop loss did get hit. Anyways, my services are the following. I offer live Elliott wave updates. So those labelings I show you from time to time on YouTube for free, you can have them on a continuous basis, a couple of times a day. On Bitcoin, I try to do 1 to 3, but during the last week, I did a little less. I did only one on Bitcoin a day. And I also do one on stocks, US stocks, and one the S&P, and one on gold. So you get that. Those 3 updates, the latest Elliott wave counts on those markets every day, every weekday. During the weekend, I take off, but and the markets are most of them are closed, not Bitcoin, but most of the markets are closed. So if you're interested in the live Elliott wave updates, you join my free Telegram group. Here's the link, and the link is also in the description. And you let me know. And that service will cost you 20 USD if you pay with crypto. You can also pay with PayPal, but then it's a little more expensive. I also have the latest label on Ethereum, always, on Cardano, ADA, and on Litecoin, and on XRP. But I don't publish all of them because I already publish 3 charts a day minimum, sometimes more. And if I would add that, that would make 4, 5, 6, 7. So it would make 7 charts instead of 3. And I'm not crazy. So I don't want to spend my whole day labeling chart for you guys and commenting them, because you get a very detailed description of what is happening. So I don't want to do that 7 times every day for 7 different charts every day. I mean, I don't mind doing it a little, but I won't do it for 7 charts every day. But if you are a private client of mine and you need the latest chart on Ethereum, Cardano, Litecoin, or XRP, you can always ask me, and I will take a screenshot and put it in the description. So you can always ask me for the other charts. But the one you get with the service every day is Bitcoin, US stock, the S&P, and gold. That's what you get. For 20 USD a month, it is really worth it, because Elliott wave is the best indicator regarding direction that you can have, and you should be aware of the count. So it's extremely cheap. It's only 20 a month, and it's just something you should have. And now that being said, please like and comment. You have to like in order for other people to find this content and for me to post more free stuff for you. If you don't like, then nobody will find the content of these interventions. And in that case, I will stop doing this since there's no demand for it. So you have to like, and you always can leave me a nice comment. I appreciate them. I appreciate them, especially when they're not hateful comments. And now let's talk about Ethereum. So we start with the Ichimoku chart. And here, as you can see, we have the 2-hour chart. Okay, I think I have to go down to the 1-hour chart to show you why I took the entry price that I took. Yeah, on the 1 hour, it's okay. On the 2-hour chart, well, actually, I could also use the 2-hour chart. But on the 2-hour chart, the condition to go long were only, I looked for an entry, I mostly look at the 3-hour chart, but I also look at the 2-hour, the 1 hour, and sometimes I even go down to the 30-minute chart. And I did the same thing here for that entry today. I looked at the 3-hour chart, and the 3-hour chart was not bullish, since I can see straight away that the Tenkan is below the Kichuin, so it was not bullish. And that's one of the conditions that has to be fulfilled, and it was not. On the 2-hour chart, we had the same. The Tenkan is below the Kichuin until the breakout candle. There, the Tenkan went above the Kichuin. Okay, and on the 1-hour chart, you can clearly see the Tenkan being above the Kichuin. So I don't know if I was looking on the 1-hour chart or the 2-hour chart to take my entry, but it's the same on both. So why not use, well, let's use the 1-hour chart for the entry and the 2-hour chart for the exit. But I think it's the same. It's the same. So let me now take my tool so I can highlight stuff for you. And let's talk the process through. So I was looking for an entry, and to get an entry, I have to look at the Kumo breakout. So here we have a Kumo breakout, as you can see. On this candle, actually, we already have a Kumo breakout. The future Kumo needs to be bullish. Well, on this candle, it was bullish. Okay, on the candle where I took my long position, it was bullish. And the Chico must be free. Well, Chico was somewhere around here, I guess. So it was also free. It was not in price. It could move up. It was free. And the Tenkan and the Kichuin must be in the right order. As I told you, Tenkan above the Kichuin, which was also the case. So all the Ichimoku conditions were fulfilled. So I did take an entry just above 3,547.10. And it was not a winning trade, since just after I took it, we went a little higher, but then we crashed down really hard and my stop loss did get hit. So my stop loss was on the 2-hour chart. So let's move to the 2-hour chart. I think my entry was also on the 2-hour chart. It's the same. I showed you on the 1-hour chart, but it's the same thing, same process on the 2-hour chart. And you might ask, why did I wait for price to move above that candle? Because it needs to be, you need to buy above the height of the controlled candle, the candle which has the highest height of the previous 9 candles. So that was the controlled candle, and I needed to buy above that. You have to buy on strength. That's why I waited for price to move above that level. And my stop loss was when I consider it not bullish anymore. And that's the case once we break the Kichuin and the Tenkan. And also I like to wait for the break of the super trend. And here the super trend did break, was pierced on that candle. On this candle, it was pierced, and my stop loss, which was at 3,440, was hit. And then I'm out. So we can see how much I lost by measuring. Let me take my tool. So from here to here, it was 3%, 32. Now it was a leveraged position, so I did lose 3%, 32 times my leverage. That's the loss I took on that position. And when I take a loss, I always ask myself if I could have prevented that loss. So I did what the Kumo break strategy Ichimoku told me to do. But so there's no mistake. I did also look at Elliott wave, and Elliott wave was bullish. So there was no mistakes. But I still think that if I would have looked at 1/3 indicator, and I would not have taken the trade, and I would not have taken the loss. And that third indicator is Fisher. So now let's switch to the Elliott wave count and talk about how I could have prevented the losing trade. As you can see here, Fisher and the triangle above the candles, this one and this one, was bearish. And even the breakout candle was also bearish. So Fisher did not turn bullish. And if I would have taken that under consideration, then I would not have entered the trade. I would have waited until I get a bullish candle, just as we had here. Those were bullish candles. I would have waited. So I would have waited a little longer, and my entry point would have been a little higher, but I would not have taken the loss, because just after my entry, we dropped very hard and my stop loss did get hit. And I would not have taken that if I would have looked at Fisher. So that was actually a loss that I could have prevented. Not all the losses can be prevented. Losses are part of the game. You have to take losses. If you are trading, you have to take losses. It's the price you pay for being in the market. And the whole game is to take less losses and to have more winning trades, and to make sure that when you have winning trades, you make more money than you lose on your losing trades. If you manage to do that, you are a consistent, profitable trader, and you can take out millions out of the market. There's no limit on how much money you can make. And in reality, there's a limit, because when you get when your positions get is a size of more than 100 or 500 or 1 billion, then you start moving the market, and that's in your disfavor. So there's a limit. So when you get too big, there's a limit to your growth. But until you reach that amount, which is very high, I haven't reached it. Until you reach that amount, there is no limit on how much money you can take out of the market. And now let's talk about the Elliott wave count. So on Ethereum, I have a wave 3 top here. Then we have a correction, an A, B, C, with the C wave subdividing into 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that finishes wave 4. That's how I label it for now. All those labels depending on what the price do, can change. But that's the most high probabilistic labeling right now. And once wave 4 was over, we had an impulse wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, forming wave 1, then a correction, and A, B, C, forming wave 2. And now we could be subdividing on 1, 2 up, and we could be, and I'm waiting, according to that labeling, I'm waiting for wave 3 up. Now, the problem is, as you can see, we retraced a lot, and we already retraced more than more than 78%, since 78% was here. So we already retraced a lot. When you retrace that much, the probability that the labeling I've put on the chart won't hold, the key level will be taken out, which is here, 3,408.39 is very high. So this count could, in the couple, in 30 minutes or 1 hour, I could see that count breaking by price moving below 3,408.39, and then I have to come up with a valid count, which respects all the Elliott wave rules. There are only 3 rules, but they have to be respected in every case. And I will have to find a count that allows price to move lower. Right now, I don't have it because I have to think about it. I have to see what the market does, and then I have to find a valid count. I don't have it right now, so I can talk about it. But I certainly will find one, because I always do. Okay, and that's it for today. I was, as I wished, quite fast. Please become a member of my free Telegram group to have a second way of communicating with me. You never know when it's useful. I do also coaching, one-on-one coaching. So if you need help with cryptos or the market for investing or trading, then let me know. We always can talk about it. My fees are very affordable, especially if you're one of my clients, because then you get a discount for coaching. Anyways, become a member of my free Telegram group. It's free, and you have a second way of communicating with me. Whenever you need it, you can reach out to me. And that being said, thanks for watching. I'll try to do one more intervention tomorrow if I make it. If not, I'll certainly do one this week. Enjoy your evening or day, and see you soon. Bye-bye.